Hello everyone and welcome back! In the last lesson we have implemented our create user service and we have stored the password directly in the database. Let's see first why that's a bad idea and why we need a better solution. So if we look around the internet, almost every day we have reports on database passwords that are leaked, and many times we are talking about millions of accounts that get stolen. However, in practice, the problem is not as serious as one could think, because the passwords are not stored on plain text in the database of these companies. So if a user loses his, let's say, LinkedIn password, it doesn't mean that the attackers can now log into many other sites where the user has an account with the same email and the same password. The passwords in most implementations are in general stored by having first a cryptographic hash function applied to them. Now, please don't feel intimidated with this concept of cryptographic hash functions. We're going to approach this in a very practical way. Let's keep in mind this is just a function and it gives reproducible results. For the same input, we always have the same output. This is not an encryption function, it's something else. To quickly understand what a hashing function is, let's simply take one and try it out. So in order to do that, let's first here go to the terminal and let's switch to another branch. So currently, if you type git branch, you should be in the signup branch. Let's now quickly switch to the password storage branch. So if you have not yet checked out that branch remotely, you can do so by doing git checkout -b. Then we define here a local branch. We are going to give it the same name and we are going to check out this remote branch with the name to password storage. Once you check out the new branch and you type git branch, you will see that we are now in the password storage branch. At this point, what we need to do is we need to run npm install to make sure that all the new dependencies that we are about to use are already available. With this in place, we are going to now quickly demonstrate the use of a hashing function and we are going to discuss its properties on why would we want to use it to process our passwords before saving them in the database. So let's head over here to this hash.js file, which is under a demos folder. So for each of these demos, you will find here in your package.json a small task that would allow you to run the demo file. So let's quickly run here the hash demo file and we're going to review it together. Let's then run this small program here that is going to take the password monkey and it's going to create an output which will be the hash of that password. And to run it, we simply call npm run hash on the command line, and this is going to generate here on the screen an output. So what you are seeing here, this chain of characters, is one possible form of a password hash. And it would be something like this, not the direct result of a hash as we will see, but something similar to this that would be stored on the database instead of the password. This way, if the database containing all the passwords is lost, the attackers really don't have the password of the user, they just have these digests. We will see later that simply hashing the password is not sufficient. Right now, let's review this small program so that we understand what is going on. So, as we can see, we are using here the Node.js built-in cryptography model, the crypto module. If you want to see what is available in this module, we head over here to the Node.js documentation and we can see that many cryptographic security primitives are available via this module, and we have here, for example, some primitives for hashing. So for demonstration purposes, we have used some of those primitives to hash the password monkey, which is a very common password. So what we did here was we created a cryptographic hashing function using the crypto module, and we used the hash named SHA-256. So this is the official name of a specific hashing function. And there are many functions. We won't be using a SHA-256 in our program. This is just a demonstration of how to use the crypto module that comes built in with Node to quickly generate the hash of a password. So we simply create the SHA-256 hashing function, we pass in the password that we want to hash, and we specify the output format that we want to generate. In this case, we want a string that is similar to this one, so these are X characters. Now what we do is we simply print to the screen the result of hashing the password, which is this string right here. So now that we have a simple program for running a hashing function, let's talk a bit about the properties of hashing functions and how those properties are useful in the specific context of password storage. This is coming right up in the next lesson.